Good morning. Oh, look at that glare. Jeez. It's such a beautiful day. Got the windows wide open. Looks like it's going to storm any minute. I love the rain. Hope no trees fall down. Sorry, I'm trying to close the blinds here. Well, I took a couple of vacation days at work, and I just woke up at like 10. And I haven't slept till 10 in so long. But my mom's got the kids and my husband's at work, so it's just me. And I'm not going to say I was feeling lonely, but I decided it might be fun to talk to myself in a productive manner, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm working on the bow for my friend Cheney. I painted a black sort of chevronish pattern on it. But it's been difficult because the brown and the black are so close that I'm like, I don't see where the line is. So, yeah, this delicate work is very hard for me. I feel like I've got shaky hands. Like Libby was talking about the other day with face-ups. So, working on that. I got some meat in from Sarah. I commissioned her to make me some meat for Aniata because poor thing doesn't have anything to eat. And look at that. Half is cooked and the other is raw. And a deer leg. It's a little bloody look of the caked, matted in blood. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so gross. Like, I didn't notice the cross-section of the bones all, you know how it's like, you know, marrowy or whatever. And it does smell yummy. She sealed it. If you didn't see her video, she sealed it with the same brush she used when she puts yummy smells in her cookies. And so that's why it smells delicious. Really nice. And the spit comes out, and I'm so, because this will be like cooked over fire. It comes out, and I am so happy. I forgot to specify, and I had hoped that it would be kind of adjustable. And it is. So, I can't wait to photograph Aniata with that. So, what else do we have going on here? I got something for the new girl. Oh, I should do her character video today. Maybe I'll do it later. Miki BJD mentioned in the video that her guy has a pirate sword, and his is really beautiful, but I got the same brand but smaller, and the handle is less ornate, and it is just beautiful. It even makes that beautiful sound. Oh wait, hold on. I love that sound in movies when they take a sword out of a scabbard, because I didn't really think that made a sound, but shing! Anyway, the scabbard is really beautiful too. But even with Mary Doll Round, it's too heavy for her to like hold up, but it'll look great in a sword belt, and I'm sure we can rig up some kind of way for her to hold it, you know, from certain angles or whatever. So I'm very excited about that. What else? Oh, I'm going to be making a... Oh, there's that glare again. I'm going to be making a wig for Oscillate Wildly's Milo. He's going to get a little mohawk wig. I can't remember if it was supposed to be a dread wig, but we'll do a dread wig anyway. I've got a work project because I'm on the Earth Day committee, so I handle like voting for your favorite booth. So we're going to be like taking votes on tablets and walking around. So I'm going to decorate these with like some fake leaves and stuff. It's an awful lot of glitter. Maybe I should seal the glitter first, just so it's not a mess for the volunteers that have to wear this. You have to like be noticeable if you're going to take votes. So these look awfully small. Let's see if they fit my big head. That'll be a nice show for you guys. What else is going on? So I'm working on the swamp also. I started painting it with brown paint last night, and I thought it might be better to put a layer of gesso because I saw that my paint wasn't going very far, so to work in all the cracks of the foam. Oh yeah, that's fine. I will make a lot of volunteers look like complete idiots for Earth Day. It's for the Earth. Yeah, so I painted it with gesso instead to kind of make my paint go further and create another layer of protection, because when I built the river, you know, I was looking at a lot of model train builders, and they said to use a layer of plaster cloth or plaster before you put on the Woodland Scenics realistic water, because the foam outgasses, so it'll create bubbles, and I didn't know whether that would happen with the resin or not. So I emailed this, or I commented on Storm the Castle on YouTube. He works with this foam a lot, and so I asked him what he thought, and did he think that I really needed plaster, and he said just make sure you've got your layers of paint and you'll be good. So, going with that. So we'll get the first layers of like browns and stuff. I talked to a friend at work, and she, you know, she always does outdoorsy things. We never go anywhere, and it's okay. As much as I would like to, whenever the time comes, it's like, but I could be crafting. I don't understand. So she went to Okefenokee Swamp, and she was kind of describing it to me, and just everything looked really black and glassy. So I think the resin's going to be good for that, because I was worried the resin is too still. You know, when I did the river with the Woodland Scenic stuff, it clenches, you know, so it looks like there's a ripple. It's a really beautiful effect. And so if it looks too still, maybe I'll do a layer of that on top, even though it's expensive for a tiny bottle. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll see. I am worried about the tree situation. I wanted some submerged trees. But if I leave, the tree would basically be made of, hold on. Oops, I spelled. Toilet paper rolls and paper mache and some, I had some foil in here, building it out. So, thing is, if I submerge a tree, anytime I pick this up, I'm going to have this big protruding thing. So my husband suggested I just submerge the bases and then have some kind of like a pole, and then the other, the trunks of the trees can sit in there. And I'm also thinking of not making any tops of trees, or at least the one or two that'll be submerged, like sort of, you know, having it be sort of just a dead tree stump, but a long stump sticking out of the water. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that. There are these swamp trees that are like, they almost look like a series of vines, really thick vines, you know, so that might be kind of fun to figure out. Yeah. My niece will be coming over to spend the night, and she's like 9, so she'll be more of a help than my 6 and 7-year-old. Oh, let me show you what we're doing for them. Okay, I'm in my sunroom now, and since I was making the swamp, the girls were like, we want a freaking water feature for our BJs. So I said, why not? Why not? Let's get crafty. So I took an extra section of this foam and, again, glued 2 together and cut a shape in this center. And we painted it over with gesso, and then I added some white sand so we could just have some texture in there. And then so when the girls come spend the night, they'll paint that up, and I'll be using this resin. Now this is the resin that I was concerned about. So I'm just going to stir really slowly, and they will be my guinea pigs. So I probably won't do a resin pour on the swamp for a few days, I guess. But I don't know. I don't want to do a resin pour yet because I still have to work on all the trees. I've got to submerge at least one. So that's what I'm doing today. Maybe I'll watch some Black Sails for inspiration. Speaking of which, my girl's still not painted, but I just look at her and she takes my breath away. She's just so wonderful. Oh, yeah, so I was trying to find a dude for her. Either somebody who would be, I always thought the position was like first mate, but on Black Sails they say quartermaster a lot. So I'll have to look that up and see exactly what I mean. But her second in charge on the ship, either him or her blacksmith boyfriend, husband. Oh, I didn't tell you anything about her. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you about her very soon. But first, yeah, so she is, what, 54, 55 centimeters? And finding a guy that size that is burly enough to be a pirate was a tough search, and I did not want to give up, but it seemed like seeing her next to Aniata, who's 65 centimeters, it seemed like a 62 or 63 was just going to be too tall. So I started thinking maybe I should work on some kind of hybrid, and I went to Mirodoll, and they do have a 60 centimeter boy body that's pretty burly. And then I was like, well, let me just look at the heads. And then I saw, what's his name? Hector. Mirodoll Hector. And he's perfect. Why don't I see more of this guy? His face is so... He looks like a Neanderthal. I love it. He's like got that kind of ugly, rugged, you know, been at sea. So it's definitely got to be the pirate guy. First mate, quartermaster. So I cannot wait to do that, because getting the full doll is less than $200. Like... What have I been doing? And so I saw that Libby has one, which looks really good. And so if you guys can tell me anything about posability, that would be good. Speaking of posability, man, I don't know about Kitten De Palma. I don't know if this is the right doll for her. Should I go get her? All right, hold on. I don't know. Maybe we need to spend more time together, and I need to get her set together. Maybe if I dedicate one of these months to her, I'll feel better about her. She's just kind of stiff for a private detective like Kitten, who's going to be doing things that are maybe not so legal and kind of prowling around and, you know, wearing all black and sneaking into your office to photograph your documents. She's above the law. So maybe if I just do more with her. I know you've been ignored because everybody's been getting a month dedicated to them. And then... you know, the Mary Doll round came in, and so she's been getting ignored. So we'll put a little curl in her hair. I've commissioned some pencil skirts for her. Got to get her a top, like something with a bow or something, and get her office situated, because Zev Schaefer, does he need an office now? If he's a computer genius, he can just bring his laptop and do whatever. And they can go live or hang out in Gigi's set, because even future Gigi lives in the swamp, but I'm pretty sure she's like a maybe explosives expert or something similar, but she's going to be like an active agent, whereas Luda Noir are more passive. They're just messengers. They don't get into anything dangerous, really. I mean, life is dangerous in their world, but they don't go chasing it. So, you know, Luda Noir are in a resistance organization called Alboroto, and that is the organization in the southeast. And future Gigi and Zev Schaefer, can't really see them up there, they're with Red Cloud, who are in the west, you know, like all of California and Washington State, and isn't there something in between there? Oregon? I don't know if it's between. I'm terrible with geography. Anyway, so they're from Alboroto. They have a little bit more of a technical side and less of a personal, lift up the people, learn to farm, how to sustain your way of life kind of thing. They want to go do more of the dangerous stuff and do the technical things, try to work on computer systems for communication, things like that. So they're going to be with that organization. I could even decorate the swamp in an alternate way depending on which Gigi I have, and have more computery things. I mean, we're going to be a little bit primitive in that time period, but still going to be modern. Anyway, is that all? Yeah, I think that's it for now. I got a lot of work to do, so I better get on it, and we will come back and talk about my new girl's character, okay? Love you guys, bye.